Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
John, I got you.
John, do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear, highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better, Voltron transform to DX Don Mega. And off scene, you probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device, and the smoke full of steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Hi, am I on the air?
Well, what is going down, my friends? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I'm your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. It is season 18, episode 14, and tonight's show is titled Pika Pika?
Pika Pika.
Pika Pika? I have a little co-host with me who's going to talk about the two movie reviews that I got going on. I'm very happy to have her here, but we'll introduce her in just a second. I want to welcome you guys once again to the Pika Pika episode, season 18, episode 14 of Am I on the Air? This is your one-stop shop for all the latest and greatest when it comes to entertainment news, television, movies, trailer reviews, everything. This is where you come to play. Now, it has been a couple weeks since we've done the episode. Since we've done a new episode, mind you, our last full episode was We're in the Endgame Now, which came out a couple weeks ago, reviewing Avengers Endgame, and then we took a week off, and the only reason I took that week off is because a couple days later, after I put out that episode, we dropped the massive, almost 2.5 hour, spoiler-filled Am I Still on the Air Avengers Endgame episode. So I had basically 2 full episodes out that same week, so we decided to take a week off, let you guys have time to get through not only the latest episode of Am I on the Air, but also listen to that badass spoiler review episode. I just gotta say, I loved doing that spoiler episode of Endgame with my boys Peeps and Friggins. You know, whenever they come on and we do the Am I Still in the Airs, it's always such a fun time to be able to really dissect, take the time to break down a movie, and boy did we break down Avengers Endgame. So, yeah, I believe that episode is like 2 hours and 19 minutes long. It's almost as long as Endgame, and just about as long as Infinity War. But it's worth it, man. We've got nothing but great feedback from all you guys out there about that episode. So if you haven't listened to it, head on over to our website, amiontheair.com, and click on the tab that says Am I Still on the Air? And you'll see that episode right at the top. And that's available on Red Dragons Radio, iTunes, all the places, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. The spoiler episode is everywhere to be found. So we had that, and then like I said, I had just put up the new episode of Am I on the Air as well, and I didn't want it to get buried completely by the spoiler episode, so that's why we took last week off to let it fly. So, now that we've had that breathing room, 2 weeks have gone by, and we saw a couple different movies. We saw Uglydolls about 2 weeks ago, and then this past weekend, of course, Pokemon Detective Pikachu. And that's where my co-host comes into play. You hear her at the beginning and the end of every episode of Am I on the Air. My lovely co-host, Aria Mega. Say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the show. Making her live broadcast debut. This is my daughter, Aria Mega. Ready to rock. Pika Pika?
Pika Pika.
There you go. So let's start off with Uglydolls. You know, these two movies were very much suited for this little one right here. I mean, this is movies that she has been super stoked about, and especially with Uglydolls. We saw that trailer a couple months back, and that was a trailer on YouTube that she was like, put that on, I want to watch that trailer over and over and over again. And we finally got to see the movie, and you loved it, right?
Yeah.
She loved it. She was just telling me earlier today that she wanted to go watch it again.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. But she really loved it. It is a cute movie. It's a very, very kid-friendly movie. The animated film with Kelly Clarkson doing the voice of Moxie. And Moxie is one of the Uglydolls that just gets, these dolls are created, and then you got your perfect ones, and then you got your ugly ones. And the ugly ones get kind of shot off to the side, and they go to a place called Uglyville, right? Uglyville. And we meet a lot of literal name animals and dolls. Gibberish cat. Blah, 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 blah. It's them trying to... Kelly Clarkson's character of Moxie has this dream every day she wakes up, and it's going to be her day that a human is going to pick her to be their favorite doll. And it just never seems to happen. It only happens to the perfect dolls. So they go up through the tunnels and they find Perfectville, and they try to find their humans, so to speak. So, like I said, this is a very kid movie. I thought it was it had a really good message, some catchy songs, right?
Yeah.
Like what? Like, broken and it's beautiful. You could talk instead of just saying, yeah.
Yep, I like that one. I sing it today like 2 times, or maybe like 3 times or 4 times.
You want to see it 3 or 4 times? Should I buy that one when it comes out?
Yeah. And Pikachu.
And Pikachu. Well, we'll get to Pikachu in a second. But, so, I mean, so there's Uglydolls. She really, really liked it. And, and that's what it's really all about when it comes down to it, because that's who these movies are made for, and that's why we try to review them based on the audience that it's made for. So, out of 5 stars, what would you give Uglydolls?
6 stars?
I said out of 5 stars.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Not 6. There's no 6. There's no 7. You have to give it 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, or 5 stars.
But I don't get it. 5 stars.
5 stars. That's what you always give it. You're so silly. All right, so 5 stars from Aria, who, if it was up to her, she'd give it 6 stars, 7 stars, 8 stars. Lots of big stars.
I went 160-40.
160-40 stars. There you go, everybody. So that's Uglydolls right there for you. From my side, I would give 3. I would give it 3 stars. What? Out of 5. Like I said, but that's just my perspective, but I wanted you to hear it from the target audience right here. So 5 stars from the target audience. Now let's flip to this past weekend. I picked her up from school on Friday, and we went straight to the movie theater to watch Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Not a Pokemon fan. Neither was Aria. She knew nothing about it until the commercials. Then started watching a little bit of Pokemon on Netflix so she could get a little idea of the characters.
Hey, I like that.
I know you did. And so then we watched the movie. And, of course, if you've seen the trailer, Ryan Reynolds does the voice of Pikachu. And Justice Smith is a kid whose dad gets into a car accident. And he passes away, supposedly. And they tell... The kid ends up teaming up with Pikachu, who is Detective Pikachu, and they go on a mission to try to find out what happened to his dad and the other Pokemon that's going on in this world. Psyduck. And so it's an interesting concept because they go to this city called Rhyme City, which is basically a lot of humans and Pokemon living they're living together in harmony, and every human has their own Pokemon that's with them. And but Pikachu has lost his memory, and Justice Smith is the only guy that can actually understand what Pikachu is saying. So it's
because his dad died, and now Pikachu has his voice.
Yeah. So so his dad passed away, and then Pikachu is trying to help him solve the crime of what happened. So this is one too that I'm like, it's definitely wages more on the younger side. Some really good jokes, some decent adult jokes too in here. If it wasn't for Ryan Reynolds as the voice, I don't know how much I would have been truly invested in this movie. Because like I said, I'm not the target audience. Again, I'm not a Pokemon fan. But it's hard to deny the wittiness and the awesome like banter of what Ryan Reynolds brings to the character. And of course, I'd say the graphics, man. The CG was so good in this movie. All the Pokemon looked like they really did live in this world, which I thought was pretty awesome. So what did you think about Detective Pikachu?
I love that.
She loved it. So, how many stars would you give Detective Pikachu?
5.
5 stars? That's all
65.
you're... 65. You're not allowed to go 65. You only get 5. I know you always want to go so much above and beyond, but we only have 5 stars to give.
I get a lot of
You give it 5 Pika Pikas. 5 Pika Pikas? I would wager on more of the 3-star side. That's what I would give it. I would give it 3 stars.
What? Not again.
I know, I'm sorry, but these aren't my kind of movies. They're your movies.
Do you like Pikachu? Huh?
The Pikachu was cute, man. Like I said, it had its pros, but it also had its cons. And but overall, man, a fun time for the family at the movies. I would give it 3 Pika Pikas. Say a good Pika Pika on here.
Pika Pika.
There you go. So that's why tonight's episode is titled Pika Pika. So there you go. So 2 movie reviews for you. Uglydolls, 3 out of 5, and Pokemon Detective Pikachu, 3 out of 5. Okay. But from Aria Mega, she would give them 900 stars apiece because she really liked them. So thank you, Aria, for reviewing some movies with me tonight.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, that's our 2 movie reviews. We're going to switch gears now, and we're going to get into the latest and greatest in the world of entertainment news. Before we get started, I do want to take a quick second to let you know, if you're a fan of Lucifer Season 4 is back, and it's back on Netflix for the first time ever. Remember, Lucifer got canceled by Fox last season, and then Netflix swooped in and picked it up. So the new season has just dropped on Netflix. I started binging it over the weekend. I've gotten through the first 3 episodes, and I really, really like it a lot. Really digging the new season. I do wish they would have leaned into kind of the more mature R-rated kind of side, because that's what the show really needs. But they're still kind of playing it like a Fox show, which I know that they're doing on purpose because they don't want to alienate any of the original fans. I just wish that they would take some of those new Netflix, you don't got to be so strict rules, and do something a little bit more with it. But I am really loving it. So if you're a fan of the show, or maybe you fell out of love with it, I'd say jump back in and give it a shot, because this new season's real good. And I believe the new season's only 10 episodes, so it's a lot easier to digest than a full, like, 22 episode season, which has a lot of just kind of filler in it. These are very important episodes all back to back, so check that out when you get a chance. Alright, so you guys ready now to get caught up in all the latest and greatest in the world of entertainment news? That's why you come to this place, right? So let's get caught up. We got a ton of news to catch you up on, man. We got 2 weeks worth, and the networks have started renewing and pulling the plug on a ton of shows, so you gotta listen later to find out if your show has survived the cut or not. Alright, so let's get into it. Number 1, Vin Diesel is hinting that John Cena, you can't see me, has joined the cast of Fast and Furious 9, so we'll see how that one plays out. Fantastic Beasts 3 has been its release date has been delayed until November of 2021. Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone has been renewed for season 2 over at CBS All Access. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are developing a TV adaptation of Rivers of London. Phil Lord and Chris Miller are developing a Marvel TV universe over at Sony Pictures. So that's right, so they're going to really dive in headfirst into this Spider-Verse, which is pretty damn awesome. David Dastmalchian is set to play the Polka Dot Man in the upcoming Suicide Squad that James Gunn is going to be producing and directing. Sorry, and way more than just producing. CBS is going to air a retrospective after the Big Bang Theory series finale, which airs later this week. Then they're going to do a real nice retrospective after, which is going to be awesome, man. You know, I love Big Bang, and definitely sad to see it go when the series finale airs this Thursday. The show Black Monday has been renewed for a season 2 over on Showtime. This is one I definitely want to check out. I just haven't had a chance to with Don Cheadle. I definitely got to check this one out. Black Monday. The new Sonic the Hedgehog trailer has dropped. Yes, and don't go hurrying up and rushing to see it because it sucks. Check out my Stardust on that one. You know what's funny is this trailer has so much hate that the makers of the movie have actually gone back and they've started working to tweak the look of Sonic. They're going to redo it to actually appease the fans because all the fans are like, that's not Sonic. This thing looks like shit. And so they're trying to fix it, which kudos to them for at least taking some of the negative feedback and trying to spin it into a positive. But we'll see how that ends up turning out. Showtime's The Chi has been renewed for a 3rd season. Vincent Cassel has joined the cast of Westworld for its upcoming season 3. Lynn Shelton is signed on to direct Hulu's Little Fires Everywhere. Director F. Gary Gray is signed on to direct the Saints Row movie. I cannot believe they're adapting this video game into a movie. Saints Row is a balls-to-the-wall, like, such an insane video game that I'm like, how the hell are they going to turn this into something? But F. Gary Gray, man, he's a good director, so we'll see what he ends up doing. I am definitely curious to see a Saints Row movie for sure. Maude Apatow has joined the Pete Davidson Judd Apatow comedy that they're putting together. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 could actually begin filming next year, right after he wraps up doing Suicide Squad. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7 is back, and there you go. You can now check it out. The season premiere happened this past Friday. Pretty good episode to kick off the new season, so glad to have it back after all this time. On My Block has been renewed for season 3 over on Netflix. Congratulations there. I know a lot of people that love that show, so good to see it coming back. John Chu's adaptation of the Thai Cave Rescue Story has landed over on Netflix. That's right, so they'll be doing it over on Netflix. Us is coming very soon in the next week or two over on digital, Blu-ray, and of course DVD. The new Jordan Peele movie is finally hitting shelves, and I've already pre-ordered mine on Vudu. I loved Us and can't wait to sit down and experience that again. Apocalypse Now Final Cut is set to arrive in theaters this August, so that will begin an August theatrical release. Kevin Hart has a new film coming from Universal Pictures called Extreme Job, and that will be coming up later in the year. Robin Williams' daughter Zelda is set to make her directorial debut. She's working on a new project right now, which will be that, so congratulations to her. We talked about it a couple weeks ago that actor Noah Centineo was in the running to actually be playing He-Man in the upcoming Masters of the Universe film. Well, now Noah himself has confirmed it. He has signed on and he will be playing He-Man in the new Masters of the Universe film. So congratulations to him. I still don't know if that's a good pick or not, but hey, I'll take... we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with that. Empire has been renewed for season 6 over at Fox, but no plans are in line for Jussie Smollett to return to the show. Even though the cast and crew wanted him back, they're saying nope, but they did at least bring the show back for another year. The Young and the Restless and the Bold and Beautiful have been renewed over at CBS. Oprah Winfrey has quit her 60 Minutes gig. She just said, yeah, it's not worth the drama, it's not worth the hassle. She was actually told she has too much emotion, for whatever that means. You don't tell Oprah nothing. So she has now quit, so good job, CBS. You guys are dumbasses. Let's see here. Barack and Michelle Obama's production company has unveiled a new slate of documentaries that will be coming to Netflix. We got a ton of articles up on our social media between Twitter and Facebook talking about some Avengers Endgame spoilers with a lot of, the directors and the writers have been doing a ton of PR for the film. So they've been answering a lot of questions about the ending, about what happened to certain characters, and there's a ton of stuff out there to find out. So I won't ruin anything for anybody still. There's time and place for that, but I just wanted to let you guys know that we do have stuff posted on our social media about different things if you're curious of why certain things happened the way they did. Outlander Season 1 and 2 are headed over to Netflix. We have the full list of Tony nominees you can check out right now. A whole bunch of Everything Wrong With. We got Everything Wrong with Mary Poppins Returns. We got Everything Wrong with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. We got Everything Wrong with Con Air. We also have the honest trailer for Mortal Engines, the honest trailer for Glass, and the honest trailer for Howard the Duck, along with the honest trailer for the Pokemon the First movie. So, lots of stuff for you to catch up on there. Ron Howard is in talks to make a Willow sequel series for Disney Plus. That's right. So Willow, never getting that official theatrical sequel, but Ron Howard working with Disney Plus to do a spiritual kind of TV sequel series on their upcoming streaming service. So very cool there for the people that have been waiting for that. Lionsgate is developing a Warm Bodies series under the new Jonathan Levine deal. So it looks like a television show for Warm Bodies is on the way. Big Mouth Season 3 has added Ali Wong, Martin Short, and Tandy Newton to the voice cast. Showtime has a new anthology Omniverse, which has cast Jaden Smith as a young Kanye West. Very, very interesting there. Hulu has renewed their shows Pen 15 and Raimi for second seasons. Suicide Squad has added newcomer Daniela Melchior as Ratcatcher. That's right, so she has been cast as Ratcatcher, and I'm sure I just butchered her last name, but she is foreign, and it's spelt, Melchior. Daniela Melchior. Let's pretend she's Italian. Maybe that'll work. Hulu has ordered 9 Perfect Strangers straight to series, so that is based on the best-selling novel about 9 strangers who descend on a boutique, 9 Perfect Strangers being adapted into a show on Hulu. Let's see here. Jennifer Garner is heading to fantasy camp for STX Pictures. Robin Wright is set to make her feature directorial debut with a new film called Land. Hulu, I'm very excited about this news. Hulu has announced a Ghostrider and Helstrom TV series. That's right, 2 separate TV series, one based on Ghostrider, which will be the Robbie Reyes version of Ghostrider, which we were introduced to on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which was a great, great arc that we had there with Gabriel Luna, which we did confirm that Gabriel Luna is returning to reprise his role as Ghostrider. So very cool there. They said don't expect too much connection to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or that storyline. They're going to kind of do their own thing with it. But man, I'm just glad that Robbie / Gabriel Luna is back as Robbie Reyes / Ghostrider. That's going to be great, especially on Hulu. Now, Helstrom, I don't really know anything about Helstrom. I know it's another kind of dark Marvel kind of show about like the devil and different things like that. So I'm on board because it's Marvel. I'll definitely check it out. But yeah, 2 big shows coming to Hulu. I like, once again, that Disney is starting to utilize Hulu to be those darker, more mature kind of outlet, because they don't want to put that stuff on the Disney Plus streaming service. So I like that they're keeping that distance there. Very, very cool. Quentin Tarantino says that his Star Trek project is still a big possibility, so they're not putting the axe on that yet. Jason Bateman's film company, Aggregate Films, is set to adapt the book The Impossible Fortress, and they'll be doing that for Netflix. Suits final season and the spinoff Pearson are going to share a July premiere date over on the USA Network. Michael Chiklis is set to star in a new Border Patrol crime drama called Coyote, which is from the Breaking Bad executive producers. Nicole Kidman is set to star in a new Hulu series from the Big Little Lies executive producer and author. So pretty cool there. Let's see. Sorry, just looking through some stuff. You know, whenever you skip 2 weeks, some of the news that you have written down isn't really relevant anymore, so you got to skip over some things. In some sad news, Star Wars actor Peter Mayhew passed away at the age of 74. Of course, he was Chewbacca in all the original Star Wars films and the prequels. We thank you, sir, for everything you did for our geek culture. We talked about this a little bit earlier, that the Sonic the Hedgehog design change is coming, and they are currently working on it after that negative trailer feedback. So glad to hear that they're, like I said, that they're taking into consideration and they're doing that design change. Rocketman is set to screen early for Fandango VIP users, kind of like what they did for Shazam back in March. So if you want to see it a couple weeks early, check it out if you're a Fandango VIP user. Child's Play, the television series, is set to debut in 2020. Not to be confused with the new movie that's coming out this summer, but good to see that the TV show is still moving forward. FX is premiering this summer Snowfall and Legion, which of course Legion will be its final season, so coming very soon this summer on FX. Netflix is bringing the Belgian crime drama Undercover to a global audience. Christopher McQuarrie talks Mission Impossible sequels. He says, how do you fall from the moon? You're trying to step up their game and make it bigger and better, and we'll see what they end up coming up with for that. It's going to be insane to see what they do. Zoe Deutch and Glenn Powell are set to reunite for a new Netflix movie called Most Dangerous Game. Jessica Roth is heading to Amazon's Utopia. So yeah, that Utopia show I'm hearing nothing but great stuff about, so we'll see. Jessica Roth, of course, widely known for Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You. Cobra Kai has been renewed for Season 3 over on YouTube. And I'm very excited about this news. A new sequel to The Collector is coming. And no, not the Benicio del Toro Collector from the Marvel films. I'm talking about the horror movie The Collector, which came out many, many years ago. At the time, I was dating my wife. We weren't married yet. And she hates horror movies, especially graphic ones. And boy, was this a graphic horror movie. And she spent the entire movie in my armpit, basically, trying not to watch this film. And saying, can we please leave? Can we please leave? And I didn't leave because I was really into this movie. And, that's what showed me true love. And that, now she's my wife because she suffered and made it through. A couple years later, they did The Collection, which was not as good of a movie. It was nowhere near as cool as The Collector, but I thought that was it. It's been many, many years, and now a third Collector movie is coming, and I'm pretty stoked about that one. Lupita Nyong'o is set to star in a new Universal Pictures sci-fi comedy, so that'd be pretty cool. ABC has ordered a 6th season of Blackish, along with the Rainbow spinoff called Mixed-ish. That's right, Mixed-ish, which will follow Rainbow as a kid growing up. Now, of course, Rainbow is the mom on Blackish, so this is the second spinoff the show has gotten. They already have Youngish on Freeform with the oldest daughter, and now we're going to have Mixed-ish. So there you go. I still do love Blackish, though. One of the funniest shows on television right now, so glad to see that coming back for a 6th season. Betty Gilpin and King Bach have joined Netflix's new comedy Coffee and Kareem. Michelle Pfeiffer and Lucas Hedges are in talks to star in a talking cat movie called French Exit. That's right. I don't know what else to say about that. Downton Abbey creator Julian Fellowes' The Gilded Age has been moved from NBC over to HBO. Rumor has it that Matt Reeves' The Batman script, he's changing the script supposedly, which could delay the film's release date. Come on, Matt Reeves, you need to get this shit together. This should not be this hard to make a damn Batman movie. I don't know what the problem is over here. Aladdin is tracking for a magical $80 million opening, so good job for Aladdin, which comes out not this Friday, but next Friday on the 24th. So we'll see if that actually pans out. 80 million to be a pretty good debut there. John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum comes out in theaters this Friday, and boy am I stoked for that one. Early reactions are coming out. They are fantastic. The movie has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. It is the highest rated John Wick out of the three, and boo, I cannot wait. I'm so stoked. Sorry, skipping some stuff. Jared Leto says that he would love to return to the DC Universe as the Joker. He really loves the character and would come back at any time. We got an article up with the producers of Shazam talking about Black Adam and the future of the DCEU. So check that out if you're interested. Elizabeth Banks is set to host the upcoming ABC game show revival of Press Your Luck, which I love. Press Your Luck. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Danny McBride's The Righteous Gemstones. That's right. He's got a new show coming out where John Goodman runs a hellish family business in HBO's new religion satire. This is going to be a fantastic show. I cannot wait to see this. The Righteous Gemstones should be out this summer. Kenan Thompson says he can't see himself walking away from SNL, even with his new NBC show on the line. Fistfights director Richie Keene is set to direct Will Ferrell in a new esports comedy that they're putting together, so very cool there. Lucasfilm has announced the Journey to the Rise of Skywalker novels and comic books. We'll tell some of the background story there. Mark Wahlberg is partnering with Jason Blum for a new film called The Stolen Kids of Sarah Lawrence. George R. R. Martin says that 3 Game of Thrones spin-off shows are moving along very nicely. Congratulations to Avengers Endgame, which officially passed Titanic last week to become the second biggest movie of all time worldwide. So very, very cool. Passing the $2.2 billion mark. It is now the second biggest movie of all time. It only needs to catch up to 2.9 to get Avatar. It's going to be very, very close. I think this past weekend it passed the 2.5 mark. And, oh man, it's going to be close. We'll see what happens there with that. Big Bang Theory co-creator Chuck Lorre has confirmed that he considered doing a second spinoff for the show, but then decided against it. But he says, hey, if somebody comes up with a really good idea, then they might move forward on something, but we will see. The brand new Spider-Man Far From Home trailer has dropped, and yes, there are spoilers ahead. There's a spoiler warning in the beginning of this trailer with Tom Holland saying, hey, if you haven't seen Endgame, don't watch this trailer, because right in the beginning of the trailer, it gives away some spoilers. And you'd be like, damn, if you haven't seen Endgame yet. But I've got to tell you, this movie looks so great. I am so excited for Far From Home. Tickets are on sale now. I've already got my opening night tickets in IMAX. This is just going to be a great, great movie, and I can't wait to see the next chapter of the MCU now that Endgame is complete. So, great trailer. If you've seen Endgame, I highly recommend you go check out this trailer as soon as possible, if for some reason you haven't seen it yet. Benedict Cumberbatch and Elizabeth Moss are set to star in the adaptation of The Power of the Dog. 20th Century Fox TV assigned John Chu to a major first-look deal. A Hellraiser reboot is in development with David S. Goyer set to write the film. So, ooh, very cool. Love to see a new take on Hellraiser. Why not? Damien Chazelle's The Eddie has landed Amandla Stenberg to the cast. So, good addition there. DC Universe's Swamp Thing is officially wrapped production, and it debuts in a couple weeks on All Access. So on the DC Universe streaming app, which is going to be pretty cool. Sylvester Stallone is going to be remaking The Gangster, the Cop, and the Devil, which is a South Korean crime drama that he's going to be redoing. So interesting enough, man. Taking that, I love it, man. If you got a premise that you think is really cool and you want to do something to get it across, waters, let's do it, man. I think it's pretty awesome. Let's see here. Busy Tonight has been canceled over on the E! Network after just one season. Evangeline Lilly and Ike Barinholtz are set to star in a new drama called Happy Life. We got an article up with John Watts breaking down the new Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, so check that out. Now, if you were like me and you saw Avengers Endgame and you listened to the show, one piece of news that I reported on last year that I know I was left head scratching was that Catherine Langford from 13 Reasons Why on Netflix was supposed to be in the movie. We ran a lot of news saying, hey, she had signed on for a big mystery role and we didn't know what it was going to be. And then I saw Endgame twice and was like, where was Catherine Langford? So I got an article up talking about her deleted scene. Yes, she did film something for the movie, and it ended up actually getting cut out. When you read it, you'll know what's going on. You'll know why. You'll know what and where and how. And it makes sense when you really get into it. But I hope the deleted scene is left on the upcoming digital and the Blu-ray. I would love to see it actually play out and see what she did with it. Because I really like her, and I would have been curious to see what she did. So good to know what really truly happened there. Jimmy Smith's drama Bluff City Law and Kal Penn's immigration comedy Sunnyside have both earned NBC series orders. That's right, so they'll be coming to NBC, which I love it. Let's see, Annapurna Pictures Television is producing a limited series on the college admission scandals. Fandango is offering early screenings for Secret Life of Pets 2, so you can see that a couple weeks early as well, too. Chris Hemsworth and Tiffany Haddish are set to star in a new comedy called Down Undercover. So I love it. I love Chris Hemsworth, so comedic. Love to see him in a straight-up comedy. Tiffany Haddish is very hit and miss with me, but hopefully their connection will work out pretty damn well. Black Beauty. Mackenzie Foy and Kate Winslet are set to star in a new movie adaptation. Colin Hanks is returning to Jumanji 3. Richard Madden is in talks for Marvel's The Eternals. John Lithgow is joining HBO's Perry Mason miniseries. World War II thriller Dynamite Room has landed Jamie Bell to star. FX's What We Do in the Shadows has been renewed for Season 2. Guy Pearce and Ben Kingsley have reunited for the Long Gone Heroes movie. Free Ray Sean, Stephen James and Lawrence Fishburne are set to lead the new Anton Fuqua series. Gambit officially canceled now that Disney owns Fox. Yes, that's right. Sorry, friggins, it ain't happening. The movie is off the schedule, and we are no longer doing Gambit. But now another big piece of this is that New Mutants has been pushed back again. New Mutants was supposed to come out April of 2018. Then it got pushed to August of 2019, which is just a couple months away. And then now they're saying, nope, it's going to be April of 2020. Who knows what's really going on with New Mutants? This is so goddamn ridiculous. I don't even know where to begin. It's really, really sad. And we'll see what ends up happening with it. But a delay, I'm not shocked that it's delayed again, and they should just take it off the schedule at this point and put it out on Hulu or whatever, and let's move on. Chadwick Boseman is set to play the first African samurai called Yasuke, which I know I've had some tweets on this news, people being really excited about this, which I love. Avatar 2 has officially been pushed back another year. Of course it has, because why not? We want it to be like 15 years between Avatar 1 and 2. Avatar 2 was supposed to come out in 2020. The movie has now been pushed back to 2021, December 2021, with 3 other sequels arriving every other year. That's right. So I think we're going all the way through to Avatar 5 in 2027 at this point, which is so goddamn ridiculous. I love Avatar. At one point, it was one of my favorite movies of all time. And then this thing has just become comical with how much is being pushed back. So I guess whatever. New Star Wars release dates also unveiled by Disney. Star Wars is going to go off the grid for a couple years and then come back in 2021, I believe. And then literally every couple years after that, they will start putting out another movie. So let's see here. Sorry, let me just get my stats. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. The first new movie will be December 16th, 2022, and then December 20th, 2024, and December 18th, 2026. So that is when you will see new Star Wars movies. We don't know what they are. We don't know what they'll be about, but that's what is going on. 2022, 2024, and 2026. And then every other year in between the Star Wars movies is the Avatar movie. So you got Avatar, Star Wars, Avatar, Star Wars, Avatar, Star Wars, Avatar, Star Wars, all the way down. John Madden is set to direct Colin Firth in a new film called Operation Mincemeat. We've got an article up with Robert Downey Jr. talking about him contributing a key line to Avengers Endgame. So there you go, check that out. Stephen King has seen It Chapter 2, and he hails it as terrific after seeing the movie. The first teaser trailer is out now. You can check it out. It's a really cool trailer. It focuses a lot on a scene with Jessica Chastain, and then kind of goes into a montage-y kind of thing at the end. But it's a really cool, creepy trailer. Check out It Chapter 2, one of my most anticipated films of the year. Council of Dads, Clive Standen, Sarah Wayne Callis family-themed drama has been ordered to series over on NBC. The Jane the Virgin spinoff called Jane the Novella is not moving forward over at the CW. Riverdale, Ashley Murray is exiting the show, being that she's moving to the new Katie Keene series that has just been picked up. So she's going to be migrating from one show over to the other. Katie Keene and Nancy Drew are both new series that got picked up over at the CW. Also picked up at the CW, no shocker here, but Batwoman with Ruby Rose has been ordered to series. They love the pilot and they're bringing it on. So we got another show in the Arrowverse ready to rock. Marie Osmond is joining the talk as she's replacing Sarah Gilbert. Indiana Jones 5 is on track for a 2021 release date. I think Harrison Ford is going to be 106 by the time this movie comes out, but we'll see if he can still crack the whip there. We got a whole article up with Disney release dates of all the Fox properties, New Mutants, Ad Astra, Avatar, all the different things we've been talking about, all the different movies that have been given release dates post the Disney merger, so check out that if you are interested. Melissa Joan Hart, Ken Jeong, and Eugenio Derbez have joined Nickelodeon's new film, The Casagrandes. Let's see here. Supernatural thriller The Rook is getting a June premiere date. We have the first look at the new 90210 promo with that team coming back together, which is going to be pretty awesome for a new 6-part revival series that's going to come out later this summer. Showtime's Billions has been renewed for season 5, before the season 4 finale, so they are going all in on Billions, man. I used to watch this show and I loved it to death, and then my wife stopped watching it, which then made I stopped kind of watching it. So it's one of those ones I keep meaning to go back to. I just haven't had any time at all, but I really like this show and I will get back at some point. The CW has ordered some reshoots on the Lost Boys pilot, so they're going to be redoing some of that. A Cliffhanger reboot. Remember that Sylvester Stallone film, Cliffhanger, with him in the mountains? They're going to be rebooting it and actually doing a female-led reimagining. That's right. Anna Lily Armapour is set to direct the film, and they're going to be switching it up with a female-led movie. So, pretty cool to see that swapped out. Kathy Yan is set to direct A24's coming-of-age drama Sour Hearts. The Language of Flowers has cast Nick Robinson opposite Kirstie Clemens. Jon Favreau is set to be producing a prehistoric planet documentary series for Apple. The Far From Home trailer breaks Sony studio records with 135 million views in the first 24 hours. So very, very cool there. Paramount has shifted back the Dora the Explorer movie just a little bit, so you have to wait just a tad bit longer for that one. Wah, wah. Rachel McAdams is joining Will Ferrell in his new film Eurovision, which will be coming to Netflix, so great casting there. Love Rachel McAdams. Roland Emmerich is set to direct a new sci-fi epic called Moonfall. And when you say epic, man, Roland Emmerich, he knows how to do them. So we'll see what he puts together for that. Universal Pictures is exploring a Fast and Furious spinoff starring Charlize Theron's Cipher. Remember, she played Cipher in The Fate of the Furious, the last movie. And yeah, I mean, nothing confirmed here, but they are looking at possibly doing a spinoff. based on this character, and maybe bringing in the other women of the franchise to go after her and do one of those female-led spinoffs. So we'll see what they do with that. Bruce Willis is set to lead a new home invasion medical thriller called The Long Night. Mel Gibson is set to play Santa Claus in the new dark action comedy called Fat Man. We have a first look at the Watchmen trailer for the new HBO television series. Hilary Swank is set to star in Jason Catman's new astronaut drama, Away, which will be on Netflix. Colby Smolder's private eye drama based on Stumptown graphic novel has been ordered to series over at ABC, so good for her. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. The Beverly Hills 90210 revival will be getting a August premiere date, so that's when that one will be hitting. Marvel Studios says that they plan to reveal that one of its characters is gay here in the near future, so we'll see what turns out for that. We already talked about all of that. Now, another rumor mill that hit a couple days ago was that Michael Rooker might be playing King Shark in the Suicide Squad movie, but then Michael Rooker himself over Twitter over the weekend said that's a lie. It's not true. He's not going to be in the new not Guardians of the Galaxy, but the new Suicide Squad. Of course, Michael Rooker is one of those actors that James Gunn loves to use in everything he does. So, let's see. I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. They might just be saying that because it's a rumor and they don't want to, nothing's been finalized yet, or they're just, maybe it's just not true. But I think Michael Rooker would be a good King Shark. It's going to be mostly CGI mocap anyway. There's going to be a Predator video game coming out called Hunting Grounds, which your team can play either the military crew and then one person plays a Predator and you go and hunt. I think it sounds pretty awesome. Let's do it. Amazon's Honey Boy, starring Shia LaBeouf, is coming out this November. Adult Swim has greenlit Harvey Birdman spinoff with Paget Brewster. That's right. So they're going to be doing that Bird Girl show. Jon Stewart's Irresistible has added Natasha Lyonne to its cast. Young Sheldon Season 2 finale will feature young versions of the Big Bang Theory cast. That'll be hitting on Thursday night. So look for that. Captain Marvel Blu-ray and digital release date. That's right, it'll be on digital at the end of this month. So I'll have it, and then like 4 weeks later, Friggins will get it on Blu-ray because he has to have the Steelbook. Just gonna sit and collect dust, buddy. It's time to get digital, baby. Gonna have that already pre-ordered my copy, so we will have the 22nd film the 21st movie in the MCU now available for home for consumption. Netflix, you thought you were done with the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt Unbreakable, but they're going to bring it back actually for an interactive special. That's right. After the whole thing with the Black Mirror episode, Bandersnatch, they've been wanting to do a lot of these interactive things. So they're bringing back Kimmy Schmidt. It's going to be an interactive episode. You get to choose what happens, and I'm all about it. I love Kimmy Schmidt, so that'll be pretty cool to see it brought back because I thought the show was done, but now we get this as a nice send-off, so very cool. Anthony Anderson is set to star in a new romantic comedy, Football or Me, so look for that coming soon. Love Anthony Anderson, funny as hell. Liam Neeson gets back to action in the new movie, The Minuteman, so look for that soon. Netflix has inked a first-look deal with comics publisher Dark Horse. That's right, which I love, so we're going to be getting a lot of Dark Horse stuff over on Netflix, which I cannot wait for. All right, you ready for some renewals and cancellations? They're all going to start coming at you in a rapid pace here. Number 1, Lethal Weapon canceled after 3 seasons. I knew it was coming, but man, it hurts. I love the Lethal Weapon TV series, so this one really sucks. But, I give it up to Sean William Scott, who came in, did a great job with the show after he kind of, he wasn't really what the show was intended to be, but he came in, he made the most out of it, and I love Damon Wayans in it too, so thank you for 3 strong seasons. I love this show. Let's see. So we'll be jumping back and forth between the news too, because Fox has also canceled The Passage and The Cool Kids after just 1 season. You know, The Cool Kids I tried to watch, it was pretty lame. And then The Passage I wanted to watch, then never got a chance to start it. And now that it's canceled, I'm not going to watch it. I was going to watch it this summer, but not anymore. We got the first full trailer for Big Little Lies Season 2 coming to HBO. And Mark Wahlberg and Jason Isaacs have joined the voice cast for the new animated Scooby-Doo movie. So look for that. So we got, so far, Lethal Weapon, The Cool Kids, The Passage, all canceled at Fox. Musical dramedy Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist gets a series order over on NBC. Storm Reed has joined Blumhouse's The Invisible Man. Scott Wolf is set to replace Freddie Prinze Jr. in the CW's Nancy Drew series. Michelle Yeoh is looking to join Gunpowder Milkshake with Karen Gillan. Black Excellence, Kenya Barris is set to write and star opposite Rashida Jones for this new series, so I love the sound of that. Tammy Faye biopic has landed Jessica Chastain and Andrew Garfield for that one. Jason Momoa says they're already starting pre-production work on Aquaman 2. Kristen Scott Thomas has joined Netflix's Rebecca remake. Angie Tribeca canceled after 4 seasons over on TBS. I loved Angie Tribeca. This show was such a throwback to like Naked Gun, the first couple Scary Movies, Hot Shots, that kind of old school parody kind of show. And it was a really funny show that Steve Carell produced. And watch it on Hulu if you never got a chance to see it. Angie Tribeca was a unique one, but really fucking funny. So sad to see it go after 4 seasons. Alex Kurtzman says that the Picard series will be more of a psychological show. There's a lot of rumors going around right now that a new Matrix is being worked on, and we'll just leave it at that. The NYPD Blue revival pilot needs to be reshot. Yes, there's some issues with it, but they will reshoot it, and it is still in consideration for a mid-season replacement. Got some articles up talking about the new episode, new season of S.H.I.E.L.D., so check that out. Don't want to drop any spoilers. Going back to Fox, they have canceled the show Star after 3 seasons. Blind Spot has been renewed for a shortened final season, so that will be coming back, but it will be one of those final mini seasons just to wrap it up. CBS has handed a series order to the cop drama Tommy, starring Emmy winner Edie Falco as LA's first female chief of police, so that show is coming. CBS has canceled Fam after just 1 season. I tried to watch Fam as well, and I did not get into it, unfortunately, so Fam has been canceled. Life in Pieces has been canceled after 4 seasons on CBS. I really, really liked Life in Pieces, so I am bummed about this one. That's a funny-ass show. Happy Together has also been canceled at CBS after just 1 season with Damon Wayans Jr. I liked the show when it first started, and then it became real cheesy and kind of just, it was just one of those filler shows to watch, so not shocked at all that it got canceled. The Murphy Brown revival has been canceled as well. Fresh Off the Boat has been renewed by ABC, which is awesome. I love Fresh Off the Boat, one of my favorite shows, so glad that one is back. Single Parents has also been renewed for season 2 over at ABC with Taron Gillam, which is awesome, so congratulations there. American Housewife and Bless This Mess have been renewed over at ABC. I do watch American Housewife, so glad to see that coming back. The Rookie has been renewed for season 2. I know a lot of people have been waiting to hear if that one was coming back or not, so there you go. Steve Harvey's talk show has been canceled, so he's gone from that. New York Undercover revival not moving forward at ABC, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on with Steve Harvey, but his talk show is canceled, and he's not going to be the host of Big Little Shots anymore, unless McCarthy will. She'll be taking that over, so so poor Steve Harvey. Moving on. Man with a Plan has been renewed for season 4 over at CBS, so congratulations to that show. I like that show as well, too. Dancing with the Stars and The Bachelor both been renewed over at ABC. Speaking of ABC, Speechless has been canceled after 3 seasons. We do watch Speechless, but I think that show's pretty much ran its course as far as I'm concerned. Another one I am sad about is ABC is also canceled, Splitting Up Together. I really did like this show and got into it over the first 2 seasons, and bummed to see that one go. Kenan Thompson's comedy The Kenan Show has snagged a series order over at NBC, So we'll see what's going on with SNL. I Feel Bad has been canceled on NBC. And Don't Feel Bad because the show sucks, so good to see that one go. The Fix has also been canceled over at ABC after just one season. ABC has also canceled The Kids Are Alright, so we'll see that one later. Grey's Anatomy has been renewed for 2 more seasons over at ABC. So congratulations there. Station 19 has been renewed for season 3. How to Get Away with Murder has been renewed for season 6. Atypical has added Eric McCormick to recur on Netflix's new 3rd season that's coming up. ABC's Live All in the Family has found its meathead, and the Jeffersons have cast Lionel and Jenny. Check out some of the casting for those specials that are coming up. ABC's For the People has been canceled after 2 seasons. Polly Perrette's new show Broke, Patricia Heaton's Carol's second act, and a couple other ones have been ordered to series over at CBS. FBI spinoff FBI's Most Wanted has landed a CBS series order, so that is coming through. Prodigal Son and Deputy have been ordered series orders over on Fox. Fox has also ordered the Nick Offerman cartoon The Great North and the new Jason Biggs family comedy Outmatched to series, so those will be coming pretty soon. Bull has been renewed for another season. That's right, Bull as season 4 renewal. Steven Spielberg, though, has quit as an executive producer in wake of the recent Me Too scandal. Hawaii Five-0 has been renewed for season 10. Very happy about that one. SEAL Team has been renewed for season 3. MacGyver has been renewed for season 4. And I'm super stoked that SWAT has been renewed for season 3. I love SWAT. Like I said, Bull renewed for season 4. Madam Secretary has also been renewed over at CBS. Power. My boy JV Lewis loves this show. This is one that I still need to watch myself. But Power is set to end after season 6. So they are wrapping that show up. Let's see here. Disney's CEO has confirmed that we will learn more about the future of the MCU later this summer. So we'll finally find out what the next slate of movies are going to be. Netflix's Beat Bugs is heading to the big screen over at MGM. A black and white version of the new Twilight Zone is set to debut on May 30th. Seth MacFarlane's The Orville has been renewed for season 3. I do like The Orville. I'm still not caught up on the 2nd season, but it's a pretty damn fun, interesting show to have. First reactions to Godzilla King of the Monsters are coming out. They're called Pure Summer Fun, really epic, and I'm glad to hear some good stuff there. ABC has handed a series order to Emergence, which is a new thriller, originally developed at NBC, but ABC picked it up. The family drama Filthy Rich, starring Kim Cattrall, has been ordered to series over at Fox. CBS has opted not to pursue pilots starring Jennifer Morrison and Sarah Drew. NBC has picked up 3 more pilots, including the adaptation of The Bone Collector. That's right, so we do have that one moving forward. ABC has ordered the series The Baker and the Beauty, a new 1-hour drama starring Dynasty alumni Nathalie Kelly. Okay. Let's see here. What else we got? We're just about done here, guys. We have America's Got Talent, The Champions, and World... Excuse me. That came out of nowhere. Let's try that again. America's Got Talent, The Champions, and World of Dance have both been renewed over at NBC. ABC has renewed both the Goldbergs and its spinoff Schooled for additional seasons, which I love. I love both those shows. Really damn funny, especially Goldbergs, man. One of the most consistently funny TV shows you're ever going to find. Fox's legal drama Proven Innocent has been canceled after just 1 season. Another show canceled after just 1 season is ABC's Whiskey Cavalier. I actually really wanted to see Whiskey Cavalier as well. It's been on my Hulu queue, and now I gotta delete it because it's not worth getting into. 911. I love the show 911 over on Fox. They're going to do a spin-off, and the new show is going to be called 911 Lone Star, which will be based in Texas, starring Rob Lowe. He's going to be playing like a New York cop who moves to Texas with his son, and of course all the calls that he has to deal with in the Lone State. So there you go, 911 spinoff moved to series order at Fox. This Is Us. I know some of you have been waiting. When's he going to tell me about This Is Us? This Is Us has not only been renewed, but has been renewed for 3 seasons over on NBC. 3-season renewal. Congratulations, man. It is unheard of. She-Ra Season 3 is getting a summer premiere date with Gina Davis joining the cast. Little Things. Rami Malek is in talks to join Denzel Washington in the new Warner Brothers picture, Little Things. Edward Berger is set to direct Bryan Cranston in Showtime's new show, Your Honor. Escape Plan 3, yes, it's happening. Escape Plan The Extractors, starring Sylvester Stallone, Dave Bautista, and 50 Cent. The second Escape Plan movie really sucked, so I hope to God they can do something here with this third one. But who knows, man, because Stallone looked like he gave no F's in that second one, and Bautista was in it for about 30 seconds, so very misleading based on the merchandising, but we'll see what the marketing does for this new one. The Russo Brothers are set to produce the new Chris Hemsworth Tiffany Haddish comedy Down Under Cover. We talked about that coming earlier, so good to see the Russos backing it up. Shania Twain and Britt Robertson have joined Lionsgate's new movie I Still Believe. The 5th and final Purge movie is officially dated for July 2020, so we're finally going to say goodbye to the Purge there. It'll open opposite the new Ghostbusters movie, so we'll see what that does with it. A Honey the Shrunk I Kids reboot is in development over at Disney Pictures. Jumanji 3 is officially wrapped filming. Taika Waititi's Jojo Rabbit is set for release date in October. We have your first look at CBS's new supernatural drama Evil, so check that out. Tim Miller, director of the new Terminator Dark Fate movie, says that the new trailer is coming very, very soon. They are working on it very hard in the editing bay, and within the next week or two, it should drop. Let's see here. CBS All Access, the Jean-Luc Picard series, is set to air on Amazon Prime internationally for those people that can't get it elsewhere. Shia LaBeouf and Mel Gibson are set to star in the new rich people satire called Rothschild. American Idol has been renewed for season 3 over at ABC, but maybe the judges will be shaken up because their cost is going up through the roof to stick around, so we'll see what happens with that. The Biggest Loser reboot. Yes, The Biggest Loser is coming back. It's coming to the USA Network, and it will premiere in 2020. The Masked Singer has nabbed a season 3 coveted post-Super Bowl slot, so it'll be on right after the Super Bowl. Very interesting for The Masked Singer. Empire, we talked earlier about it being renewed for season 6. Well, breaking news, the show will actually now end with season 6. Yes, this news just came through today, and the show is going to wrap up with season 6. And lastly, a brand new trailer that also just dropped as soon as we started doing the show. It's Maleficent 2. That's right, the new movie is called Mistress of Evil, and that first teaser trailer has just dropped, so check it out on our social media, our Facebook and our Twitter pages to see that new trailer. And that, my friends, is it. That is the news of the last couple of weeks. This went a little bit longer than I thought. We just hit that hour mark, but hey, for doing almost 3 weeks worth of stuff, it was a lot to get through. So thank you so much for cruising through it with me. We had a ton of news to get through, and I thank you for your listening. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's something on my mind that I thought I was going to say, but I guess not. So I'll just wrap the show up. All right, of course, we got to get our box office and our release dates, and then we'll get this baby wrapped up. Out on Blu-ray and DVD Tuesday. Tomorrow is going to be Fighting With My Family, Cold Pursuit, and Happy Death Day to You. Now, I already got Fighting With My Family and Cold Pursuit already on digital because I roll like that, had them weeks ago. In theaters this Friday is going to be John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. I will be there day one. Very excited about that. A Dog's Journey and The Sun is also a Star. Weekend box office top 10. Here we go. Number 10, Captain Marvel, 1.8 mil. Number 9 is Tolkien with 2.2. Number 8 is Breakthrough with 2.5. Number 7 is Uglydolls with 3.9. Number 6 is Palms with 5.1. Number 5 is Long Shot with 6.1. Number 4 is The Intruder with 6.6. Number 3 is The Hustle with 13.6. Number 2, Pokemon Detective Pikachu with $58 million. Great debut there for Pokemon. And number 1, once again for the third week in a row, it's Avengers Endgame with $63.1 million. Another 102 internationally. Like I said, this movie's at like 2.5 billion at this point, getting ready to try and catch Avatar. So there's your box office and everything going down for this week, and I can't wait to see John Wick and talk to y'all about that next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, our official webpage is amiontheair.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at amiontheair. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at dxdonmega. And you can follow me on Stardust as well. Stardust is a really cool app where you can put up 30-second mini reviews. They're video reviews for just 30 seconds, talking about TV, movies, trailers. And I think you'd really like it. If you listen to this show, I don't know why you wouldn't be on Stardust. Give me a follow. I'll follow you back. You can follow me on Stardust simply at Donmega, DONMEGA. So we have the website, amiontheair.com. We are officially on iTunes, so download, rate, and subscribe. That is the thing. Subscribe and leave us a review. I'd really appreciate it. It helps out a lot. We haven't had a good review on iTunes in a while, so come on, man. You show some love. Take a second, leave a review. If iTunes ain't your thing, we are available on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, on Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn. We're all over where podcasts are. Google Play Podcasts, we're everywhere. We're always streaming, reddragonsradio.com. We're always streaming on demand there, so check out reddragonsradio.com. Follow on Twitter at reddragonsradio. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, on YouTube. Just always search Am I on the Air, and you should be able to find us with no problems. And that, my friends, will do it for this Monday, May the 13th episode. I thank you so much for tuning in. And, hold on, I'm trying to get my co-host over here. Aria. I'm getting off the show right now. Do you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Red Dragons?
Red Dragon.
Yeah, that's right. Red Dragon. She just did the snap, and you're all going to turn to dust. That's right. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace! Red Dragons.
Bye, everybody. Red Dragon. Red Dragon.